Sir, Netanyahu recently said that there has been some progress in talks over the exchange of detainees. How do you interpret his comments, and what impact will the exchange have on the broader situation in Gaza?
I'm actually unable to understand really what he said because we have been hearing this for several months now. There have been attempts to secure a ceasefire under many titles and names, whether a humanitarian ceasefire that would allow for humanitarian aid to be pumped into the Gaza Strip, or a ceasefire that would end this genocide in by exchanging prisoners and sealing a deal. But every time we approach the end of this negotiation, something happens, and Israel eventually decides not to go forward with it. So I'm quite concerned. I don't really believe now every time I hear that we are close to a deal. Obviously, everybody hopes for something like that to happen because we want this genocide to stop. We want the humanitarian aid to reach to the population of Gaza that is very much in need to this humanitarian aid. However, what we are observing is a continuation of the starvation of the people of Gaza, a continuation of the destruction of the Gaza Strip, but not only that, also expansion of the war into new spaces. We could see how
This is
now
what
Israel,
Netanyahu wants, sir, right?
exactly, this is exactly what he wants.
Because
Uh,
I
he,
got mixed up.
yeah, exactly. He's now occupying new spaces in Syria, despite the fact that Syria is not threatening any any security considerations that he might cite are certainly untrue. I mean, Syria is very busy with its domestic
Sir,
situation.
conclusion wise, he wants to change the map. Netanyahu is focused on Iran, sir, and labeling it as part of an axis of evil seems to dominate his narrative. How does this shift the attention away from the war on Gaza, sir?
Certainly, I think that Netanyahu is hoping to expand the war and to have allies helping him in expanding this war, especially the United States. I think he is hoping that with the Trump administration, he will be able to fulfill his dream of having a very major attack on Iran, and at the same time he can continue his war and his colonization also in Palestine. I mean, in the West Bank, the dynamic right now is further colonization, a will to annex further territory from the occupied West Bank. There are movements now within Israel that are working on developing the plans to colonize in the Gaza Strip, to construct settlements in the Gaza Strip.